Guys, we're going to be heading out here in the next hour or so, heading to my parents down from Williamsburg, Virginia, down to Franklin, North Carolina. Looks like the weather is still really overcast. At least hopefully it won't be raining. I think the percentage has went down drastically from Saturday and Sunday to Monday. So guys, wish us luck. And hopefully, I know for a fact if the place hasn't shut down in Franklin, there's at least one video game store that I normally go to when I go see my parents. So definitely maybe get a little bit of footage in there and maybe pick some stuff up and maybe even try to hit some pawn shops while we're down there. So guys, wish us luck. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning in Franklin, North Carolina. This is the first full day that we've been in Franklin. My mom and dad are taking Vicky and me to a nice little place to eat. And then after that, we're going to try to hit some thrift shops, and there is a Goodwill in Franklin we're going to hit. My mom's been able to find quite a few things there. I've never had a lot of good luck at thrift stores and Goodwills, but you just never know. Wednesday, and me and the wife are about to head out and hit some pawn shops. And there's also a local video game store in Franklin, North Carolina. I've normally stopped by there, and I can always find a few things to pick up. The prices are pretty good. So guys, let's see what I can find. All right, guys, first stop, we stopped at Big A Pawn and Guns. I picked up one game. We got King of Fighters 11 for the PS2. It was $2. Not a bad find. A lot of their games, like their Wii games, were 10, PS3 and Xbox 360 were 15 apiece, so I really couldn't find anything in them. And this was the place that last couple of years, I was able to find that copy of Dark Cloud 2 for like $2, which was really nice, and I found a couple other games that were really good. Now we're at John's Gun and Pawns. Went inside, did not find anything, so we are still looking for pawn shops. Guys, if I find anything else, I'll let you know. Well, guys, we went to Friendly's pawn shop, and we definitely found gold. Let me show you some of the things we found. I found a copy of Resident Evil 3, The Mercenaries 3D for the 3DS. It's complete for $5. Found a sealed copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii for $10. Found some Game Boy and Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games. Found Cold Shadow for the original Game Boy for $2. The original Batman for the Game Boy for $2. Batman Beyond for the Game Boy Color for $2. And Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Advance for $3. All really good deals. Now let me show you the prize that I found here. And there it is. I've got a boxed Atari 2600. It looks like the Vader 4-switch or 2-switch. Came with some games. They originally wanted $70 for it. I got it for $65. I know that sounds a little steep. The reason I bought it, it came with like 5 or 6 games. Well, 3 of them I don't have in my collection. They're kind of uncommon to rare, maybe. Here, let me show you what they are.
Are they printed inside?
Yeah. There is. First, we've got probably one I didn't even know what it was. It's a copy of Marine Wars. Another one I did not have. It is Beefsteak Tomatoes. The other one I don't have is Puyon. Not sure if I have this one or not. It is a pretty scuzzy copy of Crackpots. Of course, you got to have a copy of Pac-Man. And of course, Yar's Revenge. Really good copy. A lot of these actually had their manuals as well, which is really good. I mean, like Marine Wars and Puyon actually had manuals. So guys, we're going to keep going on, and if we find anything else, I'll let you know.
I think they all.
Well, we are back in Zephyr Hills. It's a Friday night, so that means we'll be back at the flea market tomorrow and Sunday, meaning I'll be filming another CCG episode, which is awesome. We try to plan our vacations now to where we only miss 1 weekend instead of 2 when we go away on vacation. What I wanted to do now is show you some of the stuff that I picked up in my North Carolina pickups that was missed, like the stuff that I got from the pawn shops. That was pretty much covered, but the thrift stuff, you didn't really get to see it. And there was a few other things I picked up while I was out and about in Franklin as well. First, I'm going to start with some of the thrift stuff that I picked up. You saw this, and I mentioned it. Got a copy of Darkstone for the PS1. It's in really good shape. Then I picked up like 18 PC games. Fortunately, they're only jewel case and discs, but all the discs are in really good shape as well as the jewel case. There was quite a few other ones that I had to pass on because the discs were scratched up. We've got the Cameron Files, Pharaoh's Curse. We've got Beyond Atlantis. Good Old Mist. The Sims Deluxe Edition. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Lights Out. Pretty cool adventure game. Got most of these are adventure games, quite a few of them. Darkfall. Really cool horror-based one. Shivers. And yes, you saw this one as well that I picked up. I ended up keeping it. That is Flight Simulator 98. Got the Atari Anniversary Edition. This is Beyond Time. The Crystal Key. Somebody definitely was a adventure nut that turned all these in. We got the Black Mirror. We have got Forever Worlds. Egypt 1156 BC, Tomb of the Pharaoh. Postmortem. Beyond Atlantis 2. Capri. And the Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire Trial by Fire. Alright, also at the thrift shops, the Goodwill specifically, you saw that I picked up one Wii guitar. It was actually a Wii guitar, but I actually went around and looked and found another one. So here is the first one. And the second one. There it is. I think it's an Aerosmith one. So yeah, for $3 a piece, I got those guitars and I could not pass it up. All the PC games and the PlayStation 1 game Darkstone were all $1.50 a piece. Again, I'm not going to pass those up. I'll probably get $2 or $3 a piece for the PC games. So yeah, probably close to $3 to $4 actually. So there's some decent stuff in there, like having a few PC games, because I do have people come in from time to time asking for PC games. All right. Also, I'm not going to be able to show it to you because it's still in my car, but my mom and dad, they upgraded in their den. My dad watches a lot of westerns and sports on this TV. It was my sister's, but she said I could have it. I went to Walmart with them and helped them pick out a new 50-inch HD TV, bought them a stand for the TV. Me and my wife built that and got it all set up for them. And they let me have their old tube CRT TV. What it is, it's a Samsung Dynaflat, like 27-inch TV, has component in the back, S-video, composite, has an amazing picture on it. So those are the kind of TVs you need to find when you're wanting to play classic games like the NES and Super Nintendo. They look absolutely great on this type of TV. Also, while I was at Walmart, my wife saw this and said, yeah, this is you need to get it. It's a soft throw. It is Chewbacca. Soft and cuddly. So I thought that was kind of cool. Also, while we were out and about, I went to Big Lots. They had some $3 Blu-ray discs. While I was out with the family getting the TV, we also bought them a Blu-ray player. So we watched this one. It was Shudder, not too bad. And yes, this is a super cheesy movie, but I wanted it because it's based on a computer game, a fantasy one that I actually beat, Dungeon Siege. This is In the Name of the King, #2. And the last thing I picked up, got this maybe 1 or 2 years ago when I was in Big Lots. They had this, and I picked one up for myself. They still had a copy for $1. It is the expansion pack, Mask of the Betrayer for Neverwinter Nights 2 for the PC, factory sealed. Got this for $1. I'll probably throw this out at the flea market for a couple bucks, because I'm sure somebody would probably be interested in that. Well, I forgot to show you a couple extra purchases that I picked up. One was from the CareNet thrift store. You saw me pick it up. That is NFL Blitz for the PlayStation 1. It was $2. And then, yes, I did go to the game store in Franklin, North Carolina. I bought about 4 things. Because I have a card with them, I got an extra 10% off my purchase. First game is DuckTales for the original Game Boy. It was $8. We've got Ghostbusters 2 for the Game Boy. That was $10. Section Z for the NES. It was $5. And then a couple Wii games. We've got Super Monkey Ball, Step and Roll. It was $5. It is complete. And the Puzzle Collection for the Wii for $5. Well, guys, that's it for the pickups. I hope you enjoy them. Like I said, I'll be out at the flea market with my wife tomorrow and Sunday. Also, I will be trying to get back to the Spotlight videos, the top 20 Spotlight videos that I've been doing. The reason I've kind of stopped doing them, the Final Fantasy series is going to be the next video I do. Well, one of the games I was omitting, I know is probably many people's top like 5 games of all time. I'm not going to mention which one it is. You probably already know. I had never played more than a couple hours into it. Now I'm about 5 hours into it. I'm going to try to play it a little bit more and make sure that it's where I think it's going to be in my top 20. And then I'll go ahead and put a video up for the 2 Final Fantasy games that I have in my top 20 collection, as well as one more game, which will be a no-brainer for most people who follow my channel. Again, guys, thanks again.